Have you ever noticed when you look into a mirror, it's hard not to make eye contact with your reflection? It makes you feel uneasy, right? Well, the other day, it was late at night. I had to use the restroom, so I went upstairs and turned on the light. Something felt off, but I shrugged it away and did my duty. As I was leaving the restroom and glanced at my mirror, that's when I saw it. My reflection was dark. Nothing but a blur, really. Within the fraction of a second it took for me to blink, my reflection was back to normal, looking me in the eyes and smiling when I did. I ignored it, figuring it was part of my overactive imagination. I went downstairs and continued on with my evening activities, a few horror movies, an hour or so of gaming on my computer, the usual boring night for a teenage guy with no plans. A few games deep into my playtime, I had a queasy feeling about myself. Not like a sick feeling, but a nervous, anxious feeling. I glanced up to look at my room's mirror and thought I saw something in the window. I got up right away and turned on a light to see what the hell it was. I was freaking out because this was the second time in the night I'd seen something. Well, when I looked out the window, nothing was there. This was a relief, because I sleep on the second floor of my house. I turned around and happened to look at the mirror again. I saw it for sure this time. My reflection, a dark figure staring me down. I didn't blink this time. I knew for a fact that it was there. I stood up straight and walked right towards it. The lights in my room were on, so I felt a little safer than before. However, the closer I got to my reflection, the clearer it got. I could make out facial features, short shaggy hair, a crooked smile, and the worst part of it were its eyes, bleeding and hollow. It looked to be stuck in a scream of pain. I almost felt pity for it, but it was beyond harrowing. It was evil, at the deepest part of reality. All of it was pitch black. All the light that was cast upon my reflection was soaked up, never to be seen again. This time, the reflection wouldn't disappear, no matter how badly I wanted it to. It waved to me. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. It was like its gaze held me in place. I was so horrified to what I was seeing, I could only hope it was a dream. That's when it spoke. I still don't know if it was because I was in shock or because it had no voice, but I could hear nothing coming from the mirror. It started raising its arm, looking like it was reaching out to me. I looked down and saw my arm was in the air too. It was controlling me. As it took a step closer to the mirror, so did I. Thank the Lord for my parents having other children, because my older brother had come into my room, asking why didn't I accept his game invite. The moment he came into the room, I dropped to the floor, finally able to control myself again. With him in the room, I explained to him what had happened to me, and we decided to look at the mirror together. Our reflections were there, but normal this time. He thought I was crazy, as would anyone who didn't see it for themselves. To be cautious, I grabbed my laptop to join him downstairs and sit with him while we continued the game. After a round or so, I had completely forgotten about my dark reflection. I slept relatively well for the night, except I had one nagging feeling that something was watching me. When I woke, I knew what it was. It was me. Well, not me, but my reflection. Every time I pass by a mirror or some sort of reflection, it is there, watching me, trying to get me inside with it, trying to pull me in. Ever since that night, I haven't been able to look into a mirror without another person in the room. I don't think our reflections dare show themselves to someone else. Either that, or only we can see our own reflections. Whatever the case, there's clearly something living inside our reflections. It may be our true nature, or just some evil being that takes on a specific form or identity. Its motivation, unknown. its mission to get me to come to it. Our reflections react to us, but we react to these reflections. Just keep it in mind that when you're all alone and there's some sort of mirror image of yourself in the room, it is watching you, and one day it may show itself to you. When it does, I hope someone is there to save you. Don't look away. Don't look away. Here's what you'll need to do this ritual: a mirror of any type, a candle of any size or colour, friends to do it with, optional but highly suggested. I should probably warn you, once you begin this ritual, there is no way to stop it. What I'm saying is, don't start it unless you're planning to finish it. Have you ever broken a mirror by accident or on purpose? Have you ever looked into a mirror and felt like there was something watching you from the other side? Or seen something sinister lurking within the eyes of your own reflection? You've probably heard the legend that breaking a mirror is 7 years bad luck. Legends about mirrors have been around for hundreds of years. In particular, some ancient civilizations believed that there was a sort of purifying effect to mirrors. They believed that, by looking one's reflection in the eyes, it would transfer a person's negative energy into said reflection. They believed that this had a cleansing effect, but also hidden dangers. That's why breaking a mirror has been known to cause bad luck. Think about it. If this is true, then every time you look into a mirror, you are transferring negative energy into it. Can you imagine just how much negative energy is sitting there inside your bathroom mirror? When you break the mirror, that negative energy is released and causes bad luck for everyone around it. For this ritual to work, you will need a mirror that you don't mind breaking. According to the manifesto, both the risk and the eventual reward for this ritual are stronger depending on how old the mirror is. It makes sense if you think about it. An older mirror has been looked into more and therefore has more negative energy inside of it. In order to begin the ritual, you must look your reflection in the eyes, transferring your negative energy into the mirror one last time. You only need to do this for a few seconds. Then you need to lean forward and breathe onto the mirror, making it fog up. My sources refer to this as anointing the mirror with your breath. At first, you might find this strange, but do a little digging, and I think you'll find that the word breath once meant something similar to spirit. By breathing on the mirror, you are symbolically linking yourself to it and to the negative energy contained inside. This linking is critical to the success of the ritual. Everyone in the group needs to do this step as well before moving on to the next one. After this is completed, you can light the candle. Use the candle to burn the mirror. This agitates the negative energy inside. You only need to do this for a few seconds, or until there is a noticeable black mark on the mirror. Note that the longer you do this for, the more agitated the negative energy will become. After this, the final step is breaking the mirror. Once this step is done, I suggest you start running. You see, it's actually a common misconception that when a person breaks a mirror, they will be followed by bad luck. This is not true. When a mirror is broken, the bad energy stays in one spot, near the broken mirror, until it eventually dissipates. Or at least, normally it does. If you completed the above steps, then you have tied yourself to the negative energies through the medium of your breath. This means that they will pursue you wherever you go. This is why I said earlier that it would be best to complete this ritual with a group. If there is only one person doing this ritual, then all the negative energy will pursue that one person. But if there is a group, then the negative energy will be spread more thinly. This increases your odds of survival. Bad luck will follow you throughout the night. At first, it will start out as small incidents, a chipped nail or a flat tire. The incidents will begin to escalate though, as increasingly horrific things happen around you. Eventually, these incidents will become life-threatening, no matter how many people you did the ritual with. Like I said, don't start this ritual unless you're planning to finish it. The only piece of advice I can give you for surviving the night is to remember that the negative energy is linked to you through your breath. Your breath is how the negative energy detects you. And so, if you find yourself in a bad situation, try holding your breath. This should make you temporarily invisible to it. Of course, you can only hold your breath for so long. Still, this technique might provide you with a few extra seconds to get out of a dangerous situation. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, why on earth would anyone ever engage in this ritual? Why would anyone ever risk their life like this? Well, most people who try probably didn't think that it would actually work, but there is a reason beyond that. The bad luck will chase you throughout the night, but if you manage to survive until dawn, not only will you find that your run of foul luck has ended, but that a new streak of good luck is about to begin. The first lights of dawn have a special purifying property. If you survive until the morning, then the negative energy inside the mirror will be purified and re-enter your body, filling you to the brim with positive energy. After this, everything will seem to go your way. You'll find that people are generally nicer to you and that the opposite sex are extremely attracted to you, or the same sex, if that's your thing. You will succeed at everything you do, whether it be a job interview, an important exam, or a business venture. I would highly suggest buying a lottery ticket. It should be noted that the amount and duration of your good luck will be equivalent to the amount of negative energy that was in the mirror. If you just bought the mirror at the store, then the good luck will only last a couple of days, and will not be all that severe. If you use an old mirror, though, then your lucky streak will be far more powerful, and it may last for months or even years if your mirror was old enough. If you use a mirror that has a more personal connection to you, such as a bathroom mirror or one from your bedroom, then the good fortune you experience will be more suited to your particular tastes and desires. One more thing I should probably warn you about is the timing of the ritual. It needs to be started after sunset and with at least 6 hours until dawn. Two common tricks that people try to use in regards to this ritual are starting during the daytime and starting a few minutes before dawn. Starting near dawn is probably the least dangerous of these little cheats. If you do so, then the negative energy will not have enough time to fully manifest before being purified. It will simply dissipate into the air rather than doing anything, and you will probably walk away thinking it was all a gigantic hoax. Starting during the day is more dangerous. People start during the day thinking that the daylight will instantly nuke the bad energy and keep them safe. This is not true. Notice that I said it was the light of dawn that has the purifying power, not the light of day. By starting during the day, you actually give the bad luck more time to pursue you, and thus decrease your odds of survival significantly. You know, a lot of people might call you stupid or crazy for trying to attempt this ritual. I wouldn't, though. I can understand the thinking that goes into it. I can understand wanting to take control of your luck, both good and bad, rather than accepting the seemingly random twists and turns that life seems to throw at us. Good luck.